microfiber cloths. Might I suggest Maker's microfiber cloths? At least one bin, all-purpose cleaner, a step ladder, water, you're gonna get thirsty, trust me, and music, hello, and good dance moves, obviously. Now I'm gonna clean this side of the kitchen because it is in need of help, but this side of the kitchen is totally fine, so I'm not doing that. We'll start with the upper cupboards, and to do this, I'm going to clean off my counter because I'm going to need every inch of counter space to make this all happen. I'm gonna grab my step ladder and just start unpacking the cupboards. This one is where I keep my vitamins and supplements, water bottles, and kind of all organic things. Now the idea here is to spray down your cupboard, wipe it with your microfiber cloth, and then start sorting through the contents of the cupboard. So here you're looking for anything that you don't use or you're getting rid of, and also anything that's expired. There were things in here I honestly didn't even know I had, so I'm glad that I went through and did this. I'm lining all my vitamins up. Don't judge me, guys, I'm healthy. I see a naturopath, it's all good. This cupboard above my sink just needed a quick wipe. It's where we keep our microfiber cloths. Now here, this is kind of the pantry area. So I have all of my dry stuff, my canned goods. This one does get a little bit overwhelming. There were a lot of old expired things in here, kind of gross. Anyway, it gave me the opportunity to consolidate a few food items, which tends to happen when you go through and do this cupboard cleaning routine. So now that it's all clean, I'm just gonna replace everything. I like to put everything in an organized manner. That way it's easy to find what I'm looking for. I also like to face all the cans outward, kind of fulfill my fantasy of working in a grocery store, which I never got to do. And the cupboard above the stove, nothing really, so I'm just giving that a wipe. This is where all of our old plates go to die. There was a big stack. I needed Chad to come in and take that for me. Now these are the sentimental stuff that we keep here in the top left, so I'm not really gonna touch that. But everything else I pruned, and I'm just putting back the stuff that we actually use. We got rid of a lot of things. Now these two cupboards here is where we have Chad's stuff. You'll see the famous taco kit from previous videos if you want to learn more about that. There's a story. Anyway, I'm sorting through these items. Chad has this crazy habit of like eating a bag of something and leaving 3 items in it and then putting it back in the cupboard. And that's pretty much what I've been sorting through. Oh, and I love these, so I took a little snack break. I had to get a second bin, which is a good sign, it means I'm making some really good progress here. And I'm going into his other cupboard. Again, I'm just sorting through items. There were a lot of duplicates and things that were kind of ancient and expired, so those almond milk's a perfect example, 2015. So I'm just putting everything back, organizing it, and putting things in cupboards where they belong if they were misplaced. This cupboard above the fridge, do you guys keep your serving pieces in there too? I feel like that's kind of a universal thing. Let me know in the comments down below what you keep in that cupboard. Okay, good work. We finished the top cupboards. Now it's time to get to the lower cupboards and the drawers. This is a little bit of a messier job. I'm switching out my microfiber cloths. Got a clean one to get cracking. Now I keep my spices here and some paper towels and stuff. I'm gonna sort through my spices, see which ones I don't use anymore, which ones might be a little expired. And I'm going to use paper towel to wipe down these drawers because spices tend to leave stains on cloths, and I don't want to mess my cloths up. Just gonna line everything up as neat as I can. The Lazy Susan is where I keep cooking vessels and small appliances. I use everything in there. I'm pretty good about pruning things out, so I didn't actually have to get rid of anything. Just gonna put everything back nice and neatly. This drawer gave me a lot of anxiety. It's my spice drawer, like my big boy spice drawer. I also keep my saran and all that kind of stuff in there, paper products. And then at the bottom is where I keep salt, pepper, oil, vinegar, honey, that kind of stuff. So this cupboard is a messy deal. I have a little liner there, so I'm actually going to clean that with soapy water. There were definitely stains from turmeric and like gloopy syrup and stuff, so I'm just going to give that a little bit of a treatment. And again, I'm going to spray everything down with all-purpose cleaner and give it a good wipe with paper towel. See how grotty that one was? Gross. Put that liner back, and now it's time to put the bottles back at the bottom. I'm giving them all a quick wipe because the bottoms of the bottles definitely get gross. So it's important to make sure that those are mess-free. And I'm trying to give a little semblance of organization here, so do your best. Again, consolidating some pepper there. Exciting times, I know. Now I'm just lining up all of my plastic, tin foil, other paper products. And now it's time to put the spices back. So I'm going through and I'm kind of smelling everything and examining it, seeing if it's worth keeping or if it's something I should get rid of. This is also a perfect time to run a little list of anything that you notice you're out of, or if there's something that's expired and you need to replace it, you can create a little grocery list, and that way you'll never be short of what you need. Spices generally keep for 6 months to a year, so if you have something that's older, it's probably time to toss it. My utensil drawer, that also needed a little bit of a pruning, so I gave these little containers here a good clean out, then I wiped out the drawer, and I sorted through the items just to see what I did not need anymore, and those went in the bin. By the way, for those of you who are curious, my kitchen is an IKEA kitchen, and the little drawer dividers are also from IKEA. Now into my pots and pans drawer. This one was a little bit messy, but there wasn't anything in there that I really needed to get rid of. But I'm still glad I gave it a good cleaning. Same thing goes for this one. Just needed a bit of organization, but still, I gave it a good wipe down. It deserves a good wipe down. Everyone deserves a good wipe down. Now this cupboard can be terrifying. We keep ours in pretty good shape. We went through a period of time where it looked awful with our old kitchen, but in this new kitchen that we did a couple of years ago, we spent a lot more time ensuring it was organized. We use these little bins, that really helps, but it's still a good opportunity to go through and get rid of anything. I also love having the tension rod there because that definitely gives us a little bit of extra storage space. This is our junk drawer, so I'm going to give it a good wipe down and sort through all of the items. Again, these little trays are from IKEA, super helpful. I'll give those a quick cleaning. Junk drawers in general are a little bit disorganized, but if you can do your best to go through, get rid of anything that you're not using or that's old, and replacing everything that you are keeping in a somewhat orderly fashion, you're doing your absolute best with a junk drawer. So good on you. This is my tea drawer, which I'm very proud of. And a lot of the teas in there are caffeinated. I've been trying to stay away from caffeine. I find it makes me feel a little too jumpy and anxious, but I still love those teas, so I'm sort of hanging on to them in the event that I ever decide to have caffeine again. And I'm just giving all of my teas, you know, a little test to make sure they're still fresh and I still like them. I'm gonna throw out or give away anything that I don't want or that is not expired, and then everything that I want to keep, obviously I'm organizing in a nice fashion. And this is the drawer where I keep all of our random mixing bowls, shredders, salad spinners, that kind of stuff. I just got rid of one thing and moved on. So we got rid of 2 bins of stuff doing this job, pretty great accomplishment. Now I'm going to clean off the kitchen counter and replace everything back where it belongs. This part is great because I get to feel really good about the work that I've done, and I know I'm like 2 seconds away from being finished. Well, there you go. You can see all of my clean cupboards. My kitchen feels so much better. This is something that you can do once or twice a year, and it definitely makes your kitchen feel much more functional and cleaner. And it's always great to get rid of stuff that was cluttering up your cupboards. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. I hope you feel motivated and inspired to do the same thing. Let me know in the comments down below, when was the last time that you cleaned your kitchen cupboards? And maybe, just maybe, this video will motivate you to do that very task. I'd also love to know in the comments what you would like to see me clean next, because I love doing this style of video. So your requests are always taken into consideration. You'll see in these boxes here 2 other Clean With Me videos, one on how to clean out your cupboard, one on how to clean out your car. So I hope you guys enjoy those as well. Remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel, that way you get notified of all of our latest and greatest videos. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.